Alright, chat. You know what this means. When YouTube comes on, you do know what it means. But this is... Oh, what's popping YouTube, actually? Tap into all the streams. We're actually going up, surprisingly. Not surprisingly. I knew it was going to happen, but Yumbos are gaining followers every day, having fun, stuff like that. But, yeah, so this is going to be the start of a YouTube video. And this is the freshman year experience by Dewey D.
First day of school, I was already running 15 minutes late. I already had the drip laid out. So,
Yo, first of all, chat, before it even starts, Minecraft shirt with gold high top American shoes. Get out.
I was ready. Sit up, hit the legendary 7-minute wall stare, and ran straight out the crib to make it to the bus on time. And while everybody was getting on there, I noticed this one girl, and it was like love at first sight.
Chat, freshman year, bro, seeing all the new Johns, bro, it's actually canon.
Right? And all I knew is that one day we was gonna be together. But remember her though, she finna come up later. I hop on the bus and get hit with one of the most important choices of my high school career. Where to sit on the bus. There's the front with the smelly band kids, the middle with the normal folk, or the back of the bus with the thugs. And I don't know if you've seen me recently, but...
Chat, what is that build, bro? Mad strong with a circle head.
The thugs seem like my type of people. So I go sit in the back, but here comes problem two. There's no empty seats. So it's either an awkward ass 20-minute bus ride while also trying not to bump kneecaps, or try to make conversation. But it's the crack ass of dawn. It's too damn early for all that.
Yo, chat, bro, being on a bus at 7 in the morning is actually the worst thing I think I ever experienced, bro. Yumbos are either talking mad loud, or it's just oddly quiet. And you just see, never mind.
At the age of 14, my 2 social skill brain cells didn't understand that. And now I'm in the back of the bus having a goddamn yap contest. But by the time I was done, I was already at school. And when I walked into the school...
He's gonna say he's seen Mad Johns and Mad Thorough Johns.
It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen, bro. I look to the right, I see somebody getting bullied. I look to the left, I see some baddies. Hold up, double take, I see some baddies.
Chat, W pre-fire, W pre-fire.
I was really feeling myself. I mean, the fit was too clean. Plus, the goal was to make the most of the year, so I walked right over to the baddies. Hey, what's your names?
Chat, this is not happening. I'm definitely gonna tell you the truth.
Mariah, Aaliyah, okay. Where my hug at, though?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Chad, if you want to get a John, rule number 1, all you have to say is where my hug at. They'll give you a hug, and then that's your John. Done.
I was a where my hug at. We all done been there before. But the rest of the day was pretty calm, though, you know? Except for going to the wrong class, of course. And fast forward a few weeks, and I'm getting acclimated well with the people at school. Until, like every freshman, I ended up becoming friends with the wrong group of people. Now, to give you an idea of the type of people these kids were, right? They were basically a group of menaces. Yelling at random people in the halls. Taking people's food. Hotboxing the bathrooms. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I've never done any of these things, right? But they were always mad cool towards me. So
chat. Me, I never hung around thugs. Freshman year is when I met the guys. Yeah. Track star, good kid, good grades, or a man can backflip.
Oh, I never expected what happened next. So one day we're in English class, having a free period, and out of nowhere, one of these guys says, "Yo, D, you're fit ugly as shit, bro." I know you not talking. I can talk, cause only a bitch like you will wear something like that. Now all these motherfuckers ganging up on me. This not nothing I can't handle, but someone here needs to go to jail. The way they're
We all tapping WAP. Yeah, no, we were not. You were doing that. I have never done that in my life. I was running track, being a good, studious young man. And, yeah. Chat, actually, bro. Chat, we have some glorious pictures of Duran that we could show. We have some of Nashawn we could show. We have some of Jess we could show. But, as long as they don't become bored and don't do anything weird, we don't leak the pictures. It's a win-win.
Riding my no license, cause all of them are yelling at the top of their lungs, bruh, during the middle of class. The teacher even came over to make sure I was okay. On top of that,
that's bad, chat. That's actually bad. The teacher asking if he was okay. That's actually a new level of sad.
Old looking at me crazy. So now there's no way I'm finna sit here and let y'all disrespect me like this. So I say, oh, I'm right. So come step in the bathroom and then we'll see.
So basically, what happened was, yeah.
who's like, all right, bro, it don't matter. You're not finna do nothing. Nah, stamp. And with that, we all by one asked to go to the bathroom. And we got in there. I specifically
Yumble just got jumped. In a pre-fire.
We call out this one kid we'll call Gavin, bruh. So I'm like, what we doing? We boxing? We slap boxing? And he say, let's just slap box. I don't want to hurt you for real. And I'm like, bet. They set the timer. We square up.
Round 1.
He got peace calling it. Yep, what did I say?
On top of the holes, looking at me crazy. But thankfully, I ended up becoming good friends with the people on my bus who actually, cared about me, and weren't weird. But my goal of getting embarrassed was already out the window. It was almost time for winter break. So I didn't have much time to at least get a girlfriend and make the most of the year before I moved. But it's a good thing that I already had someone in mind. And it was the girl who rode my bus. And we're gonna call her Mia. And from that moment I saw her, I was really plotting on her. I'm not gonna lie. Because at the time I was 14 and shit. Like I'm not on no Diddy shit, bro. So one day on the bus ride home, I grew a pair and I started talking to her. And eventually we ended up becoming best friends. But we weren't
best friends, dude. We all know the truth. It was not best friends. He was trying to get on that, you mean?
Weren't the regular best friend. She would be flirting, I would be flirting. We would be on the phone all day, sending each other Minecraft memes, bro.
Minecraft memes. Well, actually, no. It depends on what time this was, bro. Because if it was anything pre-2021, it probably wasn't even that bad. But right now, that don't be considered the craziest amount of cringe.
Minecraft me. But the only problem was, whenever we would be in gym class, we'd be chilling with a group of friends. And in this group, there's my mans and 3 of her friends. And the important one here, we'll call him Lucas.
Wait a second. So basically a 3-man.
Was also a senior. And whenever Lucas was in the same area as Mia, she would literally drop everything she was doing and be on this kid's sack, bro. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do about this. So I asked my mans, and he says, are you sure you want to do that, bro? Yeah. Yes, bro. Just help me, bro. Okay, well, just supply some pressure, bro. So I decide to shoot my shot. And on the bus ride home, I told her, I really like you. And I think we have great chemistry.
Chad, that's the thing. Once you get into high school, you have to compete with 18-year-olds, bro. 19-year-olds, super seniors, thugs, all of the above.
And I think we should date. I really like you too, but I think I need some more time to think.
She lying.
Then at this point,
Chat, I'm a pre-fire. She's gonna say, oh, she's not ready, and then talk to other boy.
Happy as hell, bro. I got this big old smile on my face. She finna think for a little bit, and we gonna be together. So the next day of school, all of us are sitting at lunch, eating. When everyone was done, Lucas says, guys, let's walk around the school. So we get up, start walking around the school, and we stop by the gym. Everybody's talking, and then all of a sudden, Lucas and Mia despawn from the group. Her 2 friends giving each other the look, laughing. Me and my man's looking at each other, confused. So we start walking around the school, and we walk past one of the hallways. And I see Lucas with Mia, tonguing her down, bro. Hey, bro, we tried to tell you. I mean, we all seen her on her kneecaps in the gym. Later on the bus, she was all up in my face again, trying to be bestie. I tried to play it off for as long as I could, but I just couldn't.
See, Chad, this is rule number 1 why you can't play the best friend role, because you're going to get best friend treatment. Learning from TypeNas. If you play the best friend role, you're going to stay the best friend role. If you play the normal friend role, that's better. Close, but not best friend level. You could still get on that theoretically. You just have to play it right. Putting it on the sauce. That's all I'm going to say.
Take it no more, bruh. So I cut her off, started working on myself. And not even a month later, she came right back asking if we could be together. And my delusional like, hell yeah. Plus, my mom told me that we didn't have to move at the end of the year. So I guess I completed my goal for the year. But what these situations taught me is that not only do you have to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, sometimes you gotta walk away and do your own thing, you feel me? And that's the story on how
Jazz Miles Morales once said, everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I survived freshman year. But this was only half of the year. There's a whole nother half I gotta get into. So if y'all wanna hear that, let me know.
Alright, chat. W YouTube video. W YouTube. Yumbos come to the stream. Yeah. Yumbos just need to really tap in with the TypeNas streams, of course. It's the best unknown streamer of the year.